Don't let them harvest your energy. Don't let them do it. Now listen, I called it. I told y'all. I said that Tyson may not win. Look at my stories. I said this like 2 or 3 hours ago. I said that this is a moon ritual. I already knew it was going to happen. That's why when I was watching it at first and I kind of saw how things was going, when I saw the fight between the two girls and I seen how the judges ruled that out and everybody and their mama saw that fight. And shout out to Puerto Rico, yo. Shout out to her because she really was holding it down. Like, she really was. Had her whole eye open and everything. Her whole eyebrow was talking. Blood in her eye. And she was still going. Okay? Them Puerto Rican girls is crazy. They cut girls for fun. Okay? Especially in Brooklyn. So I already knew when she got that gash in her eye, I was like, oh, shorty, this not going to stop her. They was like, you still want to fight? She was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Puerto Ricans is about that life. You know. Okay? Only thing I'm going to say, and the minute's crazy too. But anyway, I get sidetracked. Listen, Tyson, like, we already knew what was going to happen. And that's why when I saw that, I was like, oh, all right, I already see how this is going to go. Tyson not going to win that fight. That's why I just unplugged. I'm like, they're going to harvest everybody's energy for this full moon ritual. Not to mention, right, like, it's a supermoon. So everybody's emotions is heightened right now. They trying to get that anger, that rage. What did I tell y'all? Y'all got to start tuning into my YouTube videos because I told y'all they're going to harvest the energy. They're going to, don't, like, pull back. Remember what I told y'all, right? Like, don't get so caught up in your emotions in this thing. I told y'all on my live yesterday that they're going to try to harvest your energy during the full moon. Pull back. It's entertainment. It's a distraction. Get back to yourself. Right? Like, it was a reason when Tyson did that video and he was talking about, oh, legacy don't mean nothing. He don't care about a legacy and that's all about ego. I already knew. I'm like, all right, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. And you know what's crazy too? I feel like everybody and their mama's going to be mad, especially black people. Right? Like, a lot of the Hispanic community probably got mad at what happened tonight with what happened with Puerto Rico. Okay? And the black people and indigenous people or copper people, right? Like, we also got mad at, people got mad at what happened with Tyson. That's why I said something told me don't watch it live. Just get off. I ended up playing my video games and forgetting about it. And I said, watch me tune online, get back online. I'm going to see that Tyson lost the fight. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. So pull back. We kind of already knew this was going to happen, right? Like, this is a ritual. It's a humiliation ritual. And they also want to get you pissed off. So now, be really cautious because people are going to be really mad right now. Like, people around you, neighbors, or people outside might just be looking for a reason to pick a fight with you, argue with you. Like, don't get pulled into that, right? Like, they know what they doing. Just pull back a little bit. I'm reading y'all comments. Yeah, because this is crazy. Marry you? Where my ring? No, I'm playing. Somebody in here took my marry them. Hold on 1 second. Just like they did Denzel. What they do to Denzel? Only thing I'm saying is, they want to take away your legacy. They want to get the indigenous people mad. And why are they doing that this time, right? Like the Hispanics, the black community, Hispanic, black. I'm just using those terms because they're popular. But the indigenous people, we're getting our land back. Like, the power is coming back to the people. So remember, the people watched the fight. Like, we know who won that fight. We know what was going to happen. Talking about the two girls. And when she lost like that, everybody knew. They was like, yo, she fight dirty. Everybody saw it and they still called it a win. So what is this telling you, right? It doesn't matter if the judges or those in power or the officials say this person is elected or this person wins or this person, and I'm not talking about the presidency. We're not going to get into all that politics. Let's not do that. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, it's the power of the people. The people have the last say so. The people know what the fuck is going on. And that just showed y'all in y'all fucking face. They just freaking disrespected y'all in y'all face. So if they can willingly cheat like that in your face, What is to say what the fuck they doing behind the lines? That's why we was doing our own private ritual off this shit. Fuck them. And shout out to my community. Shout out to the Conjurer Society members, because we already doing our fucking rituals. We already know what time it is. We're not worried about this Matrix shit. This Matrix shit is about to fall down anyway. That's why they trying to ruin people's legacy. They trying to destroy all of these prominent people that look like me and you, right? Like, it is what it is. They're going to try to create a race war. They're going to try to get people mad, right? Like, Trump got elected. Look at this. Look at what's going on, y'all. I'm going to paint a picture for you, because sometimes in order to see the full picture, you got to back up a little bit, right? Back up and be like, hold on, let me remove my emotions out of this. Let me start thinking with my neocortex, my logical mind, because I'm stuck in my limbic brain right now. Remember, we talked about that, right? When you stuck in your emotions, your cognitive functions, they get delayed. That's why it's two different parts of the brains that's activated, right? When you're emotional, you can't think logically. Okay? You have to suppress that. You have to calm down. You have to breathe and be like, hold on, what's really going on here? Because look at the procession of how things went, right? Like, look at what was it? Trump got elected, right? A lot of Hispanics, black people, minority. I hate these terms, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like, don't correct me in the chat and stuff talking about what the proper term for it, because I don't get stuck in that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of people got mad. They got emotional about that. Me, I'm indifferent. I don't even give a fuck about this Matrix. I hope this shit burns down for all I care. Now, when he got elected, a lot of people got mad. That was the first thing, right? Black outrage is the new currency. I told y'all this before, years ago. Then the situation, like, it was a few situations, so maybe I might be missing some in between that I don't know about. But if y'all do know, comment below. Share what you know, share information, let's share it together. Then the situation with Tyson and this dude. And then the Hispanic girl and the Irish girl, right? Like, Katie was definitely fucking cheating. Serrano should have had that. Fuck what's going on. But we all saw it, right? So it's to create this rage and anger in you, and also to defeat you. Because what they used to do back in slavery, they used to take the strongest guy, the buck, and break him in order to let everybody know in the village, like, yo, don't play with us unless we're going to destroy you. So that's how they would do a humiliation ritual. And same thing with, like, the chiefs. The chiefs, the shamans were highly revered in their community. So what did they do? The crusaders would come to the village and say, if you don't stop doing this barbaric spiritual stuff that you're doing, worshiping demons, we're going to take this shaman and we're going to flay him. We're going to embarrass him. We're going to beat him. We're going to do all of this stuff to make an example out of him. And that's what they did. They took the most respected person in the community and they humiliated them in front of everybody to prove a point, because that breaks the spirit of the people. And we are spiritual people. So if you get your spirit broken, what do you really have? You're an empty shell. They know this. They know that Mike Tyson represented, the power of the people. They kept saying certain keywords if you pay attention, right? They kept saying power. Oh, his age is showing, and your power is the first thing to go. Power. They kept saying power, power. I'm like, yo, they keep repeating this word. And when you're a magician and you're an alchemist and you're a conjurist, you start to see and hear certain words. Like, we're not easily suggestible, right? So people who are easily put under spells are people who are easily suggestible. They can be easily manipulated. It's not hard to do psychological manipulation to them. They got weak minds. When you start tapping into this practice, and this is why I always talk to y'all about practicing magic and tapping into your God power and learning how to cultivate your mind, you can start to see when people try to manipulate you, and you be like, yo, you serious right now? Like, you can see through people's bullshit. You can see the lies. You can already see the spell. When you become, this is why a lot of us don't fall prey to all of this, the shit that most people do, because we're immune. When you're a magician, you're immune to fucking spells. The shit don't work on you like it do everybody else. So that's what I want to say, y'all. Like, don't. I am done. He said why he came in a thong. I don't know. Why you asking me? Maybe it's comfortable for him. Buck breaking. Yes, love some you. It was a humiliation ritual. And it's a full moon. Like, come on. Let's not, like, we know what time it is. But I just wanted to say that because I know a lot of y'all probably in y'all feelings. And I'm going to post this live. So share this. Like I said, I'm here to constantly remind y'all and to wake up the sleeping gods and goddesses of who you are. Don't get pulled into this matrix. They're trying to keep your emotions trapped here so that you can't tap into this full moon energy, because it's going to be powerful tonight. Tap in. These energies are very heightened. Don't get pulled in by everybody's drama. And if you got to unplug social media for a little bit, just do it. Or if you're going to stay on social media, just don't get caught up in the wave of emotions. Like, know how to dissociate yourself from all of that. You feel me? That's self-mastery. And for the record, I got a new episode that's coming out next week that's going to be talking about the left-hand path. So make sure that you tune into that, because it's going to be talking about everything that happens. Okay? Everything's going to be talking about like how to tap into your God power, how to activate your inky gene, which is your alien DNA, or your junk DNA, the junk DNA they talk about in school. But it's not junk. It's just DNA that hasn't been activated or that has been turned off, because they've been intentionally keeping it dormant by injecting you with poisons, spraying things in your atmosphere, chemtrails, putting fluoride in your water, putting certain things in the perfume and the lotions to block your sensors, okay? Because the skin is the largest organ in the body. So what you're putting certain clothes that lower your vibration. Shout out to Nicholas Brooklyn, because they actually put out a video that was talking about that. Monique put out a video on her Instagram, and she was putting a video that was talking about like how certain materials can raise your vibration and how some of them lower your vibration. And this also reminded me of that movie, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, when Nicolas Cage was telling his apprentice, he was like, listen, he was like, stop wearing those shoes that got rubber soles. He was like, the reason why they designed shoes to have rubber soles was because they didn't want the true magicians to tap into the power of the earth. He was like, you have to start wearing a certain type of shoes when you're a magician so that you can truly cultivate the power of the earth and be a true magician. He had to change his shoes. He was like, you got the magic in you. The reason why your magic don't work is because you got those rubber shoes on. Take those shoes off. As soon as he took the shoes off, that's when his power was turned on. It could be as simple as that. So sometimes it's the clothes that we're wearing that's suppressing our gifts and our powers. And that's the reason why we feel frustrated, right? We feel like we're crippled because, yeah, your powers are not being able to do what it fully can do. Crazy. Some people said they believe he threw it. Listen, at the end of the day, like I said, this is all entertainment. It's fun entertainment. And sometimes distractions, you know, sometimes we need a little distractions to let off some steam and shit. Like, you can't be always tuned in and magnified into consciousness and spirituality. Like, you got to take breaks sometimes. You got to walk away from it sometimes and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why the way I do my format of my videos, y'all know sometimes I'll crack jokes here and there, you know, and in between the knowledge, like Bobby Hemmett used to do. Like, that's why I love Bobby Hemmett's teaching style. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett, you know, my teacher, my cult teacher. That's what made me that's what drew me to Bobby Hemmett. It was his demeanor. It was his delivery. It was like it felt like I was sitting down talking to an uncle or like a dad or like, you know, like a homeboy, like to sitting there giving you that conversation. It didn't feel like I was being talked at or somebody was talking down to me using big ass words that I don't understand. Like, I'd be like, wait, what? You know, like that used to turn me off. Like teachers, occultists and stuff that be using these big ass words. And I'm like, what are you even saying? I'm confused. Like, nobody likes to feel stupid. So when you find somebody who's actually talking on your level and breaking down the science, or even like a 5-year-old can understand it, and they're using slang and they're cursing, it feels like, damn, you know what? This person understands me. This person's just like me. And it doesn't feel so intense. And Bobby Hemmett, every now and then, he'll crack a joke. So you could be like, ha, 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 that's funny. But then he'll bring you right back. Same like Cat Williams. Cat Williams is a comedian. But at the end of the day, y'all ever went to one of his live shows? That's where he really be dropping shit. Go to his live shows and you could feel the energy, right? Like, I remember he was dropping mad shit when I was living in New Orleans. And he did a show over there. And he would crack jokes, but then he'll drop some gems in there. Because when you laugh and your spirit is open, and that means you can also, it's easier for you to absorb information as well, right? So be careful of who you kiki and ha 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 in, because sometimes people could kiki and ha 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 you so that you could earn that, they could earn your trust, right? False trust, earning a false sense of trust. A lot of manipulated, another narcissists use this tactic, dark psychology. right? The reason why I studied dark psychology is because I had to protect myself from it, because I used to be very naive. I was very open. I was very friendly and nice, naive to people, and I didn't know better. Stepping into the spiritual community, thinking everybody's going to be sweet and accepting of me, until I realized, damn, it's more fucking sharks in the spiritual and conscious community than it was before I came in this shit. So that's why I don't go based upon looks, or don't call me sis. You ain't no kin to me. I ain't got no sis. I got a brother. I don't got no sisters. So that's why I don't go around saying sis and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, somebody could be calling you sis and be doing some funny shit to you, okay? Like trying to burn candles on your ass and shit, getting close to you just to do funny shit. People funny out here. Especially these witches out here. Yeah. I ain't friends with too many witches. Because all it takes is one misunderstanding and somebody's ready to fucking throw a hex at you, and it's not even, you ain't even do nothing. Feel me? So that's why I be alone. I be to my fucking self. And I keep my circle fucking close. Very, very closed. Right? But just protect yourself out here. Don't be so open and willing. And that's why I also created my community, because I know what it feels like to want a community, to want to connect with other people. But then it's like, fuck, if you get crossed so many times, right? Like, you know, you start to be like, no, fuck everybody. Fuck it. But like, we need each other right now. We got to unify right now. And we can't let the bad seeds spoil it for the good ones. And I'm learning that, right? Like, I'm still a work in progress. And that's why I do my YouTube videos. That's why, you know, I'm documenting my spiritual journey. And I'm just sharing with y'all what I learned. And I'm just happy that it helps some people. But if anything, y'all, have a good night. I know it's late right now. But if you're interested in joining a community, I do have a Conjurers Society community where other people who are loners, who are spiritualists, occultists, truth seekers, sharing information, learning together. And like I said, we're going to expand. We're going to start meeting in person, doing meetups and stuff like that, retreats, and all of that stuff is coming. I ain't going to speak too much because, you know, I believe in the power of silence. So you'll see. You'll see. I'll make those announcements soon. But anyway, have a good night. I love you guys. And do not get pulled into the drama. Pull back, share this video, like it, and share this with anybody who might be emotional right now, because they might need it. Okay. Anyway, I'll see y'all on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe, because I got a new video coming out and it's going to talk about all this shit. Anyway, peace.